Times dated June 22nd, 1993. Disgusted with the state of the voodoo murder case, Gabriel turns right to his horoscope. The shadow upon you is no longer reversible.
Wonderful.
And we're back for day 5. Part 3 of this playthrough is taking way longer than I expected it would, but that's fine. Let's get on with it, I guess. Okay.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Rada drums.
Could you research Rada drums for me?
Rada drums? Sure. I don't think we have any books on that topic in the shop, but I'll contact our suppliers. Assuming any of them will extend you any credit.
Tell them it's an emergency.
Uh-huh. I can see where a Rada drum book would be incredibly urgent. Anything else?
No.
I can't think of anything.
Let's see. Give me something.
The newspaper clipping describes a ritualistic murder in Congo Square. It includes a rough sketch of a pattern found around the body. The sketch is very similar to the reconstructed Veve.
Looks pretty damn close. Okay.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not
Let's go
respond.
punch this guy in the head, man. Seriously.
This guy's really starting to bug me.
No kidding. I have a feeling if he can see us, they can see us.
Right.
Wolfgang's letter says,
Dear Gabriel, please read the enclosed journal carefully. It might help you understand your family's special obligations and our current predicament. God be with you. Uncle Wolfgang.
Alright. Alright.
Gabriel reads through the pages Wolfgang marked. He reads of Gunter Ritter's journey to Charleston as a witch hunter, hired by the townsmen to solve a series of ritualistic murders. He reads about Gunter's meeting with the beautiful slave woman, Tetelo, and of Gunter's tormenting urges for her.
Paul bastard.
He reads of their physical union and passion, and of Gunter's investigation into the murders. The victims were all crew members on a certain slaving expedition to Africa, it seems. The second to the last entry describes Gunter's plan to set a trap for the coven committing the murders. He'd found a name on one of the surviving members of the crew, a man now living in the West Indies. Gunter has spread a false rumor that the man is returning to Charleston. He himself will impersonate a sailor and allow himself to fall into the hands of the coven. Naturally, Gunter has arranged for able-bodied assistants to follow and attack the coven before they can do him harm.
Ballsy son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Gabriel turns to the final entry of the journal.
Guess didn't work. Oh, yes. Well, cool. I offer these final words. They took our family talisman. They can but pray for their swift recovery, the talisman, and that my punishment in hell will be long and bitter. Cheery. Alright. Let's work on getting this case reopened. We'll see what the professor was so excited about. Okay. Oi, oi.
Hey, Hartridge, what's the good word?
Wake up.
Partridge? Ah!
Ugh, great.
Oh God, not again.
Why does that look so familiar?
That would be up to the coroner.
Yeah, alright.
I'm not touching that body. He's looked better.
This is a crime scene.
Man.
There must be something here about what Hartridge found out about that Veve. Damn, this is his notepad. But the top sheet's been taken.
That can be fixed.
Hartridge's notes. This must be about the Veve.
Always take the whole notebook, you guys. Damn.
Nothing else looks
Fine.
Thank God Hartridge was a doodler.
Some evidence there.
Before leaving the university, Gabriel notifies campus security about Hartridge's body.
Now, I think I can finally go to the, yeah.
Welcome, Seeker. You must be the one Dr. John called me about.
I guess so. My name is...
Wait! Gabriel Knight.
You're too quick for me.
Actually, Dr. John told me. You have come to the right place, Mr. Knight. Tell me how I can help.
Alright.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Of course, Seeker.
What's the significance of St.
Dang hippies.
John's Eve?
St. John's Eve. It is the greatest night of the voodoo year. There is always a traditional conclave on St. John's Eve. Most of our voodoo churches these days hold functions in the church hall. But in the old days, they had ceremonies out in the wild. They wore animal masks and had a huge bonfire and dancing. I used to go when I was an apprentice. Sometimes in the swamp, you know, Bayou St. John. Sometimes at the lake, Lake Pontchartrain.
Right. Awesome. Snakes.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? You mean like my beloved Grimwald? She's a python, you know. Quite deadly in the wrong hands. I was trained by one of the great voodoo queens to learn how to hypnotize and handle snakes.
About Grimwald.
What about her?
Would you consider giving me one of Grimwald's scales?
No, I couldn't do that. You might do some gree-gree of your own, no? One must be very careful with such things. Hair clippings, nail parings, and snake scales.
How about showing me how you handle Grimwald?
Really? You would like to see me dance, perhaps?
That would be swell.
No matter what you see, do not be frightened.
I'll give it my best shot.
I'm gonna steal myself a snake skin.
Except for a shed.
That's some mighty unimpressive dancing there. Come on.
Gabriel grabs the shed snake skin while Magenta is otherwise occupied.
Alright, let's try and match this one.
There. Truly inspiring, isn't it?
That's certainly one word for it.
Gabriel magnifies the shed. The snake scales are hued brown. They don't match the scales from Lake Pontchartrain.
Okay.
Do these symbols mean anything to you?
Oh, this is where there's a code box thing.
Ah,
That I remember.
the voodoo code. It is very secret, yes. I studied it with my mentor, the great Queen Tabitha.
Really? Great. Can you tell me what it says?
I'm afraid I could never translate this code for an outsider such as yourself, Monsieur Knight.
Oh, yes you can. Don't start. Do it!
Are you sure you can't translate this for me?
As I said, it's a very secret code.
Surely you can see I'm trying to learn as much as I can here. How am I supposed to become an insider if you won't help me?
That's true, I suppose. Perhaps if the Loa were to grant you their approval,
How do I get that?
by using my Ask the Loa machine.
Oh, that
A
is
machine?
silly.
Yes. A spirit guided me to it years ago in an antique store, and its guidance has never faltered. I trust it implicitly.
I see.
The spirits often work in mysterious ways, Mr. Knight. If you aren't willing to ask...
No, I'll ask. Let's...
How does this work again? Let's start. Trusted friend. Okay. Oh, I had it. Damn it. Alright. Ah, damn it. Damn it. I used to do that. I thought I just want to have this memorized. Can I reset it? I just want to have this written down somewhere. Where's my notes? Oh, there we go. So, it should be this one. There we go.
Well done, Mr. Knight. You have earned the Loa's approval.
Truly, it's an honor. Now, about that code.
Let me see. Well, some of it is nonsense, I'm afraid. Whoever wrote this wasn't very good.
That's all right. Just tell me what it says.
It starts with a D and J. Then... Okay, this part makes
Dr.
sense.
Jones.
It says, conclave tonight. Bring... Well, then there's more nonsense. F-W-E-T-K-A-S-H.
Yeah,
The
it's a bit-
last bit might mean cash. Fresh cash? Doesn't make much sense.
That's okay, thanks. DJ Conclave K-A-S-H.
Pretty sure that Fred Cash is a win.
It's a start.
I'm happy I could help.
I did pay attention during the lecture, of course. You gotta tell me about it, seeing it's aimed at him.
Why is it so dark in here?
Oh shit, I probably should have saved. I can easily die here.
Dr. John? Hello?
Oh, snake.
Uh-oh. You bastard!
Thanks, guy, trying to kill me.
Mr. Knight.
That thing just tried to kill me.
He did. I am sorry. The museum is closed today.
Why is
you
the
see.
door open?
We were not expecting visitors. But if you will excuse me, Mr. Knight, I must go look for him. He is incredibly valuable.
You don't need to ask twice. I'm out of here. By the way, you might want to lock your door the next time you're closed.
Not a bad idea.
What?
Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
No, unless I didn't die. I haven't saved this whole way through. Maybe I probably should. Already on the map. I need to get the scale off my face.
What happened to you?
Who, me? Nothing. Why?
You're kind of a pale green color. Come here.
Pale green, you say? Charming.
What's that on your face?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Looks like a sparkly or something. Got it.
I love it when you pick stuff off my face, Grace.
Well, excuse me.
Okay, we can add it to the rest. Oh, it's not there. It is here.
There's something in the ashtray. There's a snake scale in that.
That looks familiar.
Gabriel finds a snake scale in the ashtray. It's a souvenir from the museum's python.
Ah, now it looks like we got a match.
He places the two scales together. The two iridescent scales are a perfect match.
Right, I think that should be sufficient evidence. What the fuck? That's creepy.
Mostly, my man.
It's you. God help me.
Alright. I got enough for you now.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Crash is dead.
What? What are you talking about? I let him go yesterday.
Yeah, and I watched him die yesterday. At St. Louis Cathedral.
At the cathedral? I guess he was trying to get a last-minute A-train ticket, huh? Poor bastard.
I think you should go find the body at the morgue. He was killed by the voodoo cult. Crash said...
Crash said? What, he mentioned pink elephants too?
Aren't you going to investigate?
Civilians. Did you actually see someone kill him?
No, actually I was with him when he died. Could have been poison, though.
Yeah, well, when they get the body in, they'll do a quick autopsy, standard procedure. If it's anything other than an overdose, I'll get a report.
There's been another murder.
Same
A
way.
professor at Tulane.
Oh, Christ. You're not gonna start this again.
Just listen. This guy's name is Hartridge. He was a professor in African Studies at Tulane. Well, yesterday I went to see him about the voodoo murders case. He agreed to do some research for me. He calls me up this morning, tells me he's on to something big, and when I get over there, the guy's dead.
You know, you're really getting your ass in a sling over this thing, Knight.
It's not about me. Look, Hartridge's death looked just like Crash's. I'm telling you, they were both murdered, and by the same people who did the voodoo murders.
Did either Crash or this new guy have their hearts ripped out?
No.
Then there's nothing to link either to the voodoo murders M.O. Besides that, the case is closed, Knight. If the coroner's report asks for a homicide investigation on either of these guys, fine. But it's not gonna be related to the voodoo murders case unless we find damn good reason to do so.
But I'm the link to the voodoo murders case. Don't you see?
Look, if I were you, I wouldn't repeat that to anyone. Because if I weren't an old friend of yours, I might take you seriously and lock you up. As it is, maybe you should start keeping your mouth shut and not involve other people with this shit if you think it's so dangerous.
You make a good point.
How can I convince you to...
I already...
Alright. Yeah, let's just give him a crack. Oh, the scales for starters.
I have these two snake scales. One's from the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain. The other's from a snake in the Voodoo Museum on Ursulines and Charters.
Is this common? Do they all look alike?
Not at all. They're both constrictor scales and the coloring is the same. A python's coloring is quite individualistic.
A python?
That's right. Hardly an indigenous snake to Louisiana. Somehow, some way, the Voodoo Museum's python was at the scene of the Lake Pontchartrain murder.
Well, I'd call that a lead, all right. It definitely suggests certain lines of inquiry at the museum. Not bad work, Knight. Whether or not the museum's involved with a legitimate voodoo cult, though, is another matter. These guys may just be faking it, too.
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
What makes you think this is an accurate reconstruction?
Well, I borrowed the partial patterns from your police file and did my own tracing of the pattern at Lake Pontchartrain. An architectural artist reconstructed it for me from the partials.
Really? So this is the whole pattern, huh? That's pretty good work, Knight. But that doesn't prove that this pattern is really connected to voodoo.
I will.
This is a newspaper clipping about a murder committed in 1810. That murder is an exact match of the voodoo murders, right down to the marks around the bodies.
This does sound like the same M.O. 1810.
1810. They killed then, they're killing now. Isn't that proof that they're likely to kill again? Or that they are a threat?
Sure, if there is a voodoo cult, they're a threat.
No.
I have this. Take a look at these notes. They're from Professor Hartridge at Tulane University.
Yeah? What about them?
They confirm that the pattern for the murders is of African origin.
Really? That's incredible, isn't it? Something like that showing up here.
It's been here for quite some time, so it seems.
I'm impressed. Okay, you convinced me. The murders were done by a legitimate voodoo cult.
Well,
Okay, I'll reopen the case. I hate to admit it, but you've done some pretty good detective work here, Knight.
Well, you know what they say. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Well, point taken. Glad I could inspire you. I'll check around the department, but I have a feeling I'm on my own. I'll be in touch. Meanwhile, you stay out of trouble. I mean it.
I'll try. Thanks, bud.
Now lay low and let me handle this.
Yeah, fine.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Damn.
all right. Oh, jeez.
What is it? What's wrong?
Gabriel!
I see it, Grace. Hold on. There's no one in the shop, and I know there's no one in the back. It's okay.
Okay? Gabriel, that thing is still barely alive. How could someone do this?
With a knife, maybe?
Oh, God, don't even start. We should call the police.
No, I'll take care of it.
But, Gabriel?
I said I'll take care of it. Why don't you go get some coffee? I'll have it all cleaned up before you get back.
They know where you live now.
Shh, it's gonna be fine. Now go on. Are you sure you don't want to go home? I could close the shop today.
No, I'd rather keep busy. I'll be fine. At least that creepy guy is gone. Not that they aren't still watching. Anyway, speaking of keeping busy, we got that book you ordered in this morning. The one on Rada drums.
Really? Great.
Gabriel!
I see it. Stay back.
Special
Rod can't
delivery,
clean
it
it awfully
seems.
easily. What happened there? Don't know what happened there, guys. Sorry about that. Just ended up with a dead chicken on the floor if that didn't work, and they cleaned up that rug awfully well. It's like it was never there. Okay. And someone dropped something in the mailbox.
There could be a secret passage.
That's not what I was clicking on, and you know it. What's this?
Gabriel opens the envelope and finds a note from Mosley and a small brass key. Mosley's note says,
Gabe, I have to go underground with this thing. It runs wide and deep throughout the department and the city board. I'm already being watched. It was suggested that I take vacation time, so I am, at least as far as they know. Try to keep out of this. It's too hot for a rookie. Just in case, I'm sending you my office key. You might find some useful things there. P.S. I think this note will look great in the book, don't you? Make sure you save it.
the note is signed by Mosley.
Alright. Let's go. Key, please. You got the key? Got the key. Alright, cool. Alright. I should have a book on the rotted drums.
Got a minute, Greg?
What's up?
Awfully composed considering what she came into. Did I already get the book? Alright.
Times dated June 23rd, 1993. Gabriel finds an article about St. John's Eve. It discusses the day's Catholic roots and its adoption by voodoo devotees. In the early to mid-1800s, St. John's Eve was celebrated with elaborate voodoo gatherings at Lake Pontchartrain, Bayou St. John, and other sites outside the city. These days, the day is commemorated commercially in some of the local shops, and a few churches still hold a St. John's Eve Mass. Despite his better judgment, Gabriel reads his horoscope. Today you will either die, or your life will change forever.
Right.
Sure, why not? It is St. John's Eve. They'll be out tonight for sure. But where?
Oh, we got that covered. Alright. Got the book? I do.
The book contains several pages of Radha drum code.
Excellent. Okay, I think that's everything there. Let's check out these drums. So someone just let me know. Can I actually talk to a fortune teller again a second time, which I've never done before. Just didn't bother to pick up her chair though, apparently.
You're back. You know, you really freaked me out running off like that. Anybody home?
Whoa.
Stay away from Malia Gede, or you shall pay with your life.
What the hell is going on?
Alrighty then. Okay. That happened. Now, let's see what this guy's drumming about.
Gabriel listens carefully to the drum and opens his Radha book to translate.
Okay. I don't remember this very well. I think there's some random beats mixed in there with actual words. Right. There we
If
go.
Gabriel's translation of the drum code is correct,
There'll be a conclave tonight in the swamp. That must be the bayou.
Rock and roll. Actually need tracking device from the police station. I've got the keys, so the hell is this all about?
an abandoned car sits in front of the police station. One tire removed.
Well done, game.
Oh, God. That's awful. Not a chance in hell. That dead bird doesn't look like an accident. A warning? It might come in handy.
Not going through the front door, that's for sure. I already know Frick's gonna tell me mostly who's mostly. He was never here. It was never here. Doesn't exist.
All right. I'm going in.
Now. Nice window there, but apparently that's fine. Thank you.
This tracker might come in handy.
Is there anything else I can take? Men's Hair Guild. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay then. Run away. Told you those girls were creepy.
What the hell was that? Hello, Dr.
Need to
John.
hide
Glad
these.
you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Where did this guy get further?
Gabriel can't hear the street drum.
Yeah, whatever. Now the trick is to make them take this little thing with them, with a tracking device inside.
Do you know of anything interesting going on this evening?
You mean St. John's Eve? Mr. Knight, I know of nothing that you would find amusing.
The voodoo shrine is filled with items that both fascinate Gabriel and also make his skin crawl. Gabriel slips the signal device into the Seke Madeleine.
Can I assist you, Mr. Knight?
No, just looking.
Now if only they take the coffin to the ritual.
Now I'm gonna make them take it.
I hate to rush you, Mr. Knight, but I am afraid I must close the museum early this evening. This is St. John's Eve, and it's getting on towards dusk. I have things I must do.
I see. No problem. I'll just,
Leave. Goodbye, Mr. Knight. May the spirits guard you well tonight.
Wait.
A new series of crosses is on the wall.
Great. Too many items.
let me get these new marks down. I should check this against the code Madame Moonbeam translated for me. Maybe I can figure out what this new message says.
Okay.
Gabriel checks the two messages for duplicate symbols and transfers the letters from the matches to the new message. He finds that he has the translation for all of the symbols except for 3.
All right. Okay.
Gabriel should at least wait until...
Then go away already. Jeez. Be gone with you, sir. Thank you.
The wall does a second...
Alright, hang on. Maybe I can make moon message.
I think I'll leave a message of my own.
I'm sure I can figure this out. Alright. I gotta tell him to bring the coffin. So, DJ. Ring. S. E. K. How do I spell it? Missing the letter I need. Whoa, whoa, whoa. DJ, keep eyes on Gabriel Knight, but do not harm. There's this in my notes as well. I can remember how to spell these things. M-A-D. O-U.
Pleased with his message, Gabriel tosses the brick down. Now if only DJ reads it in time.
Then we can only hope. Now I've got to look the part.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
Oh, damn.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Oh, that's not gonna help me.
Will you do me a favor?
What?
Use your paints to copy this snake tattoo onto my chest.
Now why on earth would you want me to do that?
I'm going to a party tonight. Costume, you know.
You don't say. I guess you're going with Malia.
Yeah. That's right.
And why should I help you out when I don't even like Malia?
Well, if you're jealous about my feelings for her...
You know that's not it. I just think, as your friend, that she's trouble.
It's perfectly understandable. I know that you have certain feelings for me, quite naturally.
Me? I would rather be hung by my hair over a bed of scorpions.
I know it must be hard having it in your face like this. No chance to avoid hearing about it, seeing it day by day.
Fine, I'll do it. Just shut up. Can we at least go in the back?
Sure, but could you say that one more time? Punch your lips more.
Ugh.
What'd I say?
Oh, man.
All right, let's go. The shirt, please.
You don't know how long I've been waiting for this moment.
Now. Hold still.
Maybe you'd like to tie me up.
One more remark, and I'm leaving.
Okay, okay.
Done. It's just stunning.
Sorry I couldn't make it last longer.
Well, it was about what I expected from you.
Now, where are they doing this thing? Pretty sure it's at a swamp or something, wasn't it? Okay. Now I need to find them.
Gabriel pulls out a tracking device, hoping that the Sakei Madeleine made it to the ritual and that this thing will work.
All right, there's a blip. They must be here with the second module. Damn Mosley and his infernal machine. This better be working.
Drums are getting louder. Oh.
Didn't he just come from that direction?
Oh, shut up.
Or did he?
You're not making it easy. It should be it.
The entrance to the clearing is marked with voodoo skulls. At last.
Alrighty. Time to blend in.
When in Rome. Here goes nothing.
Welcome, Brother Crocodile. Please join the other celebrants.
Yes, Dr. John. Brother Eagle.
But first, name the great serpent who crushes all in his coils.
Dambala.
You are correct, Brother Crocodile. Who is the destroyer of men?
Ogun Badagri.
You are correct, Brother Crocodile. Enjoy yourself well tonight.
Some whack shit, yo. Oh boy. Wow, thanks for drugging me, you maniac. This seems familiar. Tittle.
Gabriel!
Malia?
Oh, damn it.
I know you now. I can smell his blood in your veins.
No.
You cannot change your destiny or ours.
No.
I will find you. I will destroy you.
No.
Where is your necklace now, witch hunter? Where are your pretty, pretty gems?
I think we'll keep going. Damn, that was messed up though.
Gabriel! Gabriel, wake up!
Ow, my head.
Oh, it's about time. I've been trying to wake you up for hours. There's no time to lose.
I had another dream.
It wasn't a dream, believe me. Now come on, get dressed.
Wait a
How did he
minute.
get back there?
I'm starting to remember. Something about Malia.
She's the head priestess of the Voodoo Cartel. They're responsible for the murders. They've been doing it for years.
Malia? Last night. She was the leopard. Like in my dreams, Grace.
I know, those dreams were a warning. Now come on, get dressed.
But last night, Malia changed. She became something else. And then I blacked out, I think. How did I get home?
I followed you last night. I knew you were gonna try to sneak into a ceremony. Lucky for you that I did. If you'd been left at that circle last night, I don't know what she would have done to you.
You're wrong. Malia wouldn't hurt me.
What about Tetelo?
Tetelo. They were chanting that last night. That's the name from Gunther's journal, the woman who took the talisman.
Yes, Gabriel, it's your destiny you're facing. You can't just blunder your way through this or you'll end up dead. You have to call your great-uncle in Germany. He knows more about this than we do.
Okay, I'll call him. But Malia isn't responsible for those things, Grace. It's that spirit, that Loa. It's Tetelo.
Yeah, possession is convenient that way. Call Wolfgang, Gabriel. I'll be in the shop.
Alright.
I wrote that number down. What was it?
The number you have dialed has been disconnected. Please hang up and try your call again. This is a
What?
recording.
Oh, man. Did I miss off a digit?
Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht.
This is Gabriel Knight. Can I speak to Wolfgang, please?
Ja, Herr Knight. Einen Moment bitte.
Gabriel, it's so good to hear your voice. I had such a dream last night.
There's a good reason for that, Uncle Wolfgang. We need to talk.
Gabriel fills in Wolfgang on the events of the previous evening.
It's even worse than I thought.
We have to talk about what I should do. Tell me about Tetelo.
Well, from your description of the ritual last night, I'd say that Gunther's mistress, Tetelo, is now the primary Loa for the Getty tribe. It seems she still controls them by possessing her female descendants and speaking through them. You remember in Gunther's journal he said that Tetelo was possessed by her father's Loa during the killings in Charleston. This sounds similar, but Tetelo has obviously become a much more powerful Loa than her father ever was. Probably because of the added power of the talisman.
Right.
Let's talk about the talisman.
I myself have only seen it in old sketches and paintings, and in my dreams. It was in the family for centuries before Tetelo took it. It is believed to be as old as the role of Schottenjäger itself.
We really
The
need knowledge in this
talisman
game
has
for this.
genuine power. I don't know how or why, but it is so. The Schottenjäger swore to use the power for good, never for evil, for defense, not offense. We've been searching for the talisman for years. It's a terrible thing to know that something powerful that was entrusted to us is in the wrong hands. With the talisman, Tetelo has all the power and we none. The only possible way to fight her is to regain the talisman. Then we will at least be on more equal footing.
How can we regain the talisman?
The talisman is probably buried with Tetelo's remains. That's what gives her Loa so much power. To find the talisman, we must find her remains.
Jeez, easier said than done.
How would we find Tetelo's remains?
We have pondered that question a long time, we Ritters. There are two probabilities. The first is that her remains are with the tribe in New Orleans. The other is that the remains were returned to a sacred place near the tribe's original homeland. We've tried to locate Tetelo's African homeland, but Gunther says so little in his journal about her tribe, and slaving records are practically non-existent. As for the other idea, we had no clue that Tetelo's people were in New Orleans until now.
What can you tell me about Schottenjägers?
Of course, I sometimes forget how little you know of the family, Gabriel. I never understood how Heinz could allow his sons to remain ignorant. But now is not the time for that discussion. Schottenjäger is really two words in English, Gabriel. Schotten means shadow, and Jäger means hunter.
Shadow Hunter?
Yes, Shadow Hunter. We Ritters have been Schottenjägers for many centuries. No one is sure when it began or how, but we have records of ancestors as early as the 13th century fulfilling this role. Some believe that the role was given us when... but such fantasies cannot be of use to you at the moment, Gabriel. Most people are completely blind to the fact that evil does exist. Shadows of darkness,
That is the only
spirits,
time
vampires,
that is
witches,
ever referenced
demons.
in any of
These
these
things
games.
are real. It
Definitely
is to
an
their
origin
advantage
story game.
that the world has become so scientific, so cynical. But we know they exist, Gabriel, and we hunt them.
How do we hunt them? And why?
Why? Because it is our duty. As for how, that is something you will have to learn, but it's not easily explained over the phone.
Let's discuss the possible African homeland.
All right, have you learned anything that might help us locate it?
I spoke with Professor Hartridge. Unfortunately for him, he thinks the tribe's name was Agree, and that they live near the Fawn tribe in what's now called the People's Republic of Benin.
This is incredible, Gabriel. I must go research this new information in my library right now.
Wait, what should I do?
Stay low. If you get a chance, you might look into the possibility that Tetelo's remains are somewhere in New Orleans.
Yeah, that would be too
But
easy.
don't try to broach their private areas without my assistance, Gabriel. You will make a fine Schottenjäger, but only if you are not dead.
Sure. I'll wait.
Goodbye then, Gabriel. And remember, if you need a place of safety, come to Schloss Ritter.
Alright.
Times dated June 24th, 1993. There's nothing about the voodoo murder case in the paper today. Gabriel
Well, it's
finds
not.
a humorous tidbit under the Life is Stranger Than Fiction column. Apparently, there were reports of ghosts in the Bayou St. John last night. Various people called the newspaper with stories about hearing strange noises and seeing weird lights over the swamp. Some folks claim it's a ghost of Marie Laveau. The paper relates it to similar delusions that crop up every Halloween. Gabriel knows better. Gabriel's horoscope today reads, "Wise is the warrior who knows when to fight and when to get the hell out of Dodge."
God help me, I'm actually starting to listen to this guy.
Now... Oh yeah, I guess look for the remains. Okay, that's interesting.
Gabriel hears the faint sound of breaking glass.
Damn, you'd think there'd be a light.
I attack the darkness!
Gabriel doesn't need any broken glass. Gabriel has a feeling it wouldn't.
Yeah.
There's broken glass on the floor. Someone's broken the light in here. No wonder it's so dark.
Okay. That looks promising.
The drawer is locked.
Of course it is.
This wall is covered with decorated skulls, an ossuary shrine to some of the Getty ancestors.
Ugh, I hope no one ever builds me a shrine like that.
Gabriel can't take the... There's nothing Gabriel would care to touch in that part of the drawer.
Of course not.
The plaque on the drawer has an etching of the Veve on it, but no name.
One would imagine that's the correct answer.
The plaque on the drawer... Cecily Getty. The plaque on the drawer has Rosamund Getty.
Maybe it's a trick.
Handsome is...
Oh, fuck off.
The plaque on the... Ariane Getty. The plaque on the drawer... Jacqueline Getty.
It's gonna make me click on all of these.
The plaque on the drawer... Casilla Getty. The plaque on the drawer has a name etched on it. Celeste Getty. The plaque on the... Zelia Getty.
Alright. We're done. All I can do is try and open this.
The drawer is...
Well, what do you want me to do?
This wall is covered with...
Ugh, I hope no... I think I know what happened to the men in the family now.
Ugh.
Huh. Some of these look loose.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sign of the cross, I suppose.
Hey, one of the drawers popped open. Mosley. Shit, I dropped my flashlight.
Idiot.
Huh? Ouch. Oh, my head. What the hell was that? Mosley's body is gone.
Alright. I've got his credit card now. That's nice.
Where have you been? I was worried about you.
For good reason, apparently.
What happened? Do you need a doctor?
Nothing you want to know about, and no, just some aspirin.
Gabriel, this is nuts. You have to get out of New Orleans.
No kidding.
Well, listen. Wolfgang called while you were out. He said, and I quote, "Tell Gabriel that I found what I was looking for. It's time for me to do my duty. Schloss Ritter is his now. Now call me crazy, but I don't think that's good news."
Not for Uncle Wolfie, no.
What are you gonna do?
If I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Alright. I need a way to go there. Which I believe.
Gabriel opens the wallet and finds some ID belonging to Mosley and an American's repressed card.
I have a number for a travel agent on that phone book page if I need to call them.
Where did I write down that number again? It's...
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht.
Let me speak to Uncle Wolfgang, please.
Ah, Herr Knight. He cannot come to speak here.
What do you mean?
I cannot get him. Sorry. Goodbye.
But...
How does that mean? Ugh, whatever.
Travel Agency. How may I help you?
How much for a trip to Rittersberg, Germany?
Rittersberg, Germany? Hold on, let me look that up. I can fly you into Munich. That's the closest airport to Rittersberg. You can rent a car from there or take the train. Let's see, the best price I can see for the flight is $1,400. What would you like to do?
Charge it to my Americans repressed.
Yes, sir. And your name was?
Mosley.
Feeling a little guilty, Gabriel gives the travel agent Mosley's card number and is informed that he can pick up his tickets at the Nolens International Airport.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Guess what? I'm going to Germany.
Really? That's great. But how on earth can you afford...
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
Oh my god. I wouldn't like the sound of that even if you were a man.
I'll miss you too, Grace. Goodbye, Gracie.
Good luck. Let me know what's going on, will you?
Of course. Are you gonna be okay here by yourself?
I'll be fine. Just fix this, okay?
I'm trying, Gracie.
Gabriel picks up his tickets at the airport and boards a plane for Munich.
Cool.
Wolfgang?
Hello, my name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Herr Knight! Oh, kommen Sie bitte herein. I mean, come in, please, Herr Knight. I was not expecting you. Has Wolfgang sent you here?
Uncle Wolfgang? No, I came to see him. Isn't he here?
No, he is gone. I'm sorry. You came all this way.
No, great. That's all I need.
Herr Knight, Wolfgang told me all about you and gave me instructions for you to feel welcome here. Please, this is your home. You are a Ritter, no? I'm just doing some work. I will continue and you may make yourself comfortable. If there's anything you need, please ask me. You may use Wolfgang's bedroom. It is at the top of the stairs.
Thank you, miss.
You may call
Sweet.
me Gerda, Herr Knight.
And then in the second game, she turns into a massive bitch. Go figure.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
Tell me about Wolfgang.
What would you like to know?
We bone.
Where do you think Wolfgang went?
I don't know, but I have a feeling he has gone off to be Schattenjäger again. He is too old for such chasing around. His heart is very weak. He has not left this castle for 5 years, and now this?
Can you show me Wolfgang's library?
How do you know about his library?
When we talked on the phone, he said he was going to do some research in his library. I thought maybe if I saw what he was researching.
Ah, yeah, a good idea, Herr Knight. But I'm afraid I cannot show you the library. You see, I have never been in it. Only a Schattenjäger can enter the library.
I see. What is your relationship with Wolfgang?
Herr Knight, my relationship with your uncle is really none of
Oh,
your
I know
business.
what's going on.
You're right, Gerda. I apologize. Forget I asked. Oh, nothing.
As you like, Herr Knight.
I need to do the initiation ceremony for the Shadowhunters. I'm going to grab this salt now because I'm going to
At
need
the
it.
moment, Gabriel can't think of a need for the salt.
Really?
Gerda wouldn't appreciate Gabriel messing with her lunch.
What?
Gabriel is sure he'll end up getting some of those for our meals.
Ah, yeah, whatever. Alright.
Three panels hang from each side of the chapel. Gabriel can't determine what their purpose might be.
Can I ask you a few...
Yeah, of course.
What can you tell me about those wall panels in the chapel?
The hangings. They describe the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Tell me about the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Each young man of the Ritterline must go through the ceremony when he dedicates himself to be a Schattenjäger.
But what does this ceremony do?
I do not know, Herr Knight. The only people present are the old Schattenjäger and the new. But I think it must be similar to a priest's ordination or a wedding. A ceremony of intent and oath.
Ooh,
Is there a problem, Herr Knight?
You said wedding. I'm okay now.
Alright. Okay.
The first panel shows hands and water.
Wash my hands.
The second panel shows hair and a knife.
Cutting hair, I guess.
The third panel shows a chalice on a table with ocean waves in the background.
Salt water?
The fourth panel shows a knife and a few drops of blood.
Now, I got a fair idea what that is.
The fifth panel shows someone kneeling.
Straightforward.
The sixth panel shows a scroll.
Oh, alright then. Well, need to make some salt water, I guess. Let's grab the salt.
Is that a shaker of salt?
Yeah, salt.
Mind if I take it?
No.
Thanks.
You weirdo. Need something to cut myself with.
A few ancient weapons adorn the hall.
This shadow hunter stuff is serious.
Why is it just a pickup icon? No. Damn.
There's a dragon's head on the wall.
I'm guessing this is the scroll.
A large display case hangs on the wall. It contains a scroll.
This scroll looks interesting.
Well, I'm gonna need to cut my hair, I guess.
Gabriel takes the scissors.
What's this?
The portal says, Nor der Rheins darf passieren. Diesen Herz ist rein wie Glas. Diesen Seele rein wie Feuer. Schreitet heuer durchs Portal. Gabriel takes the chamber pot.
How do I do this again?
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
There are some words over the locked door in Wolfgang's bedroom. What do they mean?
Ah, yes. Wolfgang had me translated as part of my English lessons. In English it means, only the purest here may pass. He whose heart is pure as glass.
Not
He
me.
whose soul is pure as fire. Through this portal passes higher.
You
Great,
get the wrong
thanks.
guy.
Can you tell me about this scroll?
It is the scroll of Saint George, patron saint of England and of the Ritter family.
Oh, wait. Okay. Wash my hands is the first panel, I suppose. That'll do, I think. Maybe.
Thinking of the first chapel panel, Gabriel washes his hands in the water.
Yeah.
Thinking of the second chapel panel, Gabriel cuts his hair.
I hate this. There. That's plenty.
Alright. I think I've got everything here I can. Alright.
Thinking of the third panel, Gabriel puts the chamber pot on the altar.
Let's salt this shit up, huh?
Thinking of the third panel, Gabriel pours the contents of the salt shaker into the chamber pot. Thinking of the fourth panel, Gabriel holds his arm over the chamber pot and nicks it with the dagger.
Oh, whoops. Nearly hit an artery.
Thinking of the fifth panel, Gabriel kneels at the altar. Thinking of the sixth panel, Gabriel reads the scroll.
Saint George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I avow to set my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own. Something's happening.
Oh, excuse me. I was just vacuuming. I did not know you were in here.
No, that's all right. I've done about all I can do in here anyway. I give up.
You look tired, Herr Knight. Why don't you go to bed?
Sure, why not?
I will clean everything up. You need not worry.
I can't believe I cut my hair for nothing.
That's all he's worried about, man. Again.
Your soul smells, Gabriel Knight. You seek to be shot, Jaeger?
I do.
You must first burn away the past. How much sin do you have to burn?
A lot.
You have used people all your life, never committing to anything. Turn back now, and I will forget that you asked for this.
No.
There are only two things that redeem you. First, that you have Ritter blood in your veins. Second, that 3 women have loved you purely. You asked to start on the path, so you shall. But you will not be a shopkeeper until you have earned it.
How?
I cannot show you the path, but I can tell you that you will have to let go of the greater part of yourself, Gabriel Knight.
No problem.
Yes, now you ask for purification. You shall have it.
Oh no.
Alright. I think day 8's pretty short, so we'll do this day 8 before we take another break. Before I do the last part.
What a night. I'm sore all over.
I have the key.
I don't believe it. It's the key from my dream. It fits.
Oh yeah, that's right. Stupid shit. One of these damn things. Can I just put them anywhere?
It
No,
moves.
good. Alright. Oops, that's not right. What? That's a little odd. Alright, there we go. Well. That's better. This doesn't seem right. Hell. What am I doing? Oh. There we go.
Gabriel slides the last tile into place, revealing a compelling coat of arms image of a lion and a snake that looks familiar somehow. With the shield's image in the proper order, the wall opens to reveal a hidden room. Behind a wall is a shrine to Schottenjäger's past, their weapons, trophies, and legacy.
A Schottenjäger trophy room. Fucking awesome.
Gabriel pulls out a book entitled People's Republic of Benin and scans through it. The People's Republic of Benin is an area of rich and diverse cultures and a proud heritage. Before slaving devastated many tribes, this area was populated by some of the oddest, fiercest, and most powerful tribes in tribal Africa. The Fons, the Dahomies, and the terrible Agri. The book The Primal Ones by John Roots provides insight into these fascinating cultures.
Okay. Let's start. Okay. Primal ones. Yes, here.
Gabriel takes down the Primal Ones and opens it. In contrast with the peaceful, nomadic tribes of northern Africa, certain tribes of the southwest were vicious and xenophobic. This part of Africa is called the Red Basin area because of the vast amount of bloodshed that occurred there over the centuries. In this one area of Africa existed, in a perpetual state of war and raiding, some of the most powerful and efficient fighters the world has ever seen. Why did this region inspire such violent behavior? To understand, one must look even further back. See Ancient Roots of Africa by Early Days. Gabriel wouldn't know where to begin with the religion books.
Oh no, religion history. What is history?
Gabriel removes Ancient Roots of Africa and browses through it. The ferocity of the tribes in the Red Basin region is traceable to their predecessors. In Egyptian time, 4000 to 2000 BC, this region was ruled by powerful sun worshippers. We know a little about this mysterious cult by the remnants of ruins far older and of a culture far more advanced than any that exists in Africa today. See Sun Worshippers by A. Curate. Gabriel takes down Sun Worshippers and scans it. One of the most earliest religious practices was that of sun worship. The most powerful cults of sun worshippers lived on the continent of Africa. The African sun god was violent and terrible, and so became his worshippers. They practiced a particularly bloody form of ritual sacrifice. The homeland of this ancient cult is still considered a sacred site of power. See Ancient Digs of Africa by Professor Seymour Shards.
Jeez. Let's see, which one was that? Archaeology, I guess.
Gabriel takes Ancient Digs of Africa and opens it. The most fascinating archaeological site in Africa is the Great Snake Mound in the People's Republic of Benin, located 50 miles south of the capital in the Red Basin. Like the snake mounds of North America, the origin and meaning of these great mounds remains a mystery, though clearly they were the result of profound and urgent spiritual belief. Unlike other snake mounds, the African example is a double snake mound, a small snake ring within a larger snake ring. The mound is thought to have housed an ancient temple. Although archaeologists explored the mound site, the interior remains largely unchanged from ancient times. This is partially due to stringent government regulations and partially to local superstition. The local people regard the mound with fear and won't go near it.
A double snake ring?
Gabriel flips furiously,
within a wheel.
looking for a picture.
Oh my god. It's a wheel within a wheel.
Gabriel decides to hang on to the Snake Mound book.
Guten Morgen, Herr Knight. I'm cooking your Frühstück, a good German breakfast. Please, feel at home.
I found this book in the library. I think it might tell us where Wolfgang went.
Africa? You think Wolfgang went
do you
to
afford
Africa?
that?
I know he did.
Then I shall make you a plane trip right now, yeah?
Well, I guess so.
Good, good. My poor Wolfgang. You have money for the plane, yeah?
Are you sure the Ritter estate can't pay?
I manage Wolfgang's books, I am quite sure. Have you any money?
I know. We can use his credit card.
Terrific. I will go make the call. Then, while we wait, breakfast.
Does that mean I can get some coffee now?
Alright. Oh, second last day. Okay.
Wheel within a wheel.
You want I stay here, right? It's a long walk back to the city.
Yeah, sure. Wait here, please. I may be a while, though.
No problem. I could use a nap.
Alright, I think we'll leave it here for this part. I think we'll probably finish off the game in one go after this. So I'll take a short break and I'll be back shortly. Thanks for watching.